Oh, oh, what a ripper. Well, oh, what a ripper. Well, I don't even know where to start.
I think you've already started, mate. Let the squid do the talking.
Oh, well, it's Ando from Boss Outdoor here. Welcome to another fishing report. Leaf and I are just doing a little bit of squidding at the moment. We're down here in Twofold Bay, pulled into a nice little shallow bay, throwing a few squid jigs around. What have you got there, mate?
I've got no idea, to be honest with you. I think it was on the heavier side. It's a 3. So yeah, I don't know what it is.
But it's working. It's brown in colour and it's doing the job.
Pretty natural. You can see it's pretty similar to the colour of the squid, ho.
Exactly. And if you want to get into a little bit of the squid in action, all you have to do is get into a shallow bay if you've got a boat. If not, you can do it from the shore. Plenty of access points around every one of the headlands on the beautiful Sapphire Coast, and get into a bit of this stuff. Just throw your jig in, jig it around, wind it in, and hopefully catch a nice squid.
It's funny, hey, you get on a boat and you try and cast as close as you can to the shore and bring it back off, and then you get on the shore and you try and cast it straight out as far as you can to the boat and bring it back in, but we're all covering the same area, hey?
Exactly.
It's just dragging the lure in the different direction.
Yep. Well, that's a beautiful, well, tasty treat, mate. Let's get that on ice and see if we can't get a few more. So if you're looking for a great shore-based location to catch those squid, right here, the Marimbula Wharf is probably the best vantage point you'll get. You're straight into some good kelp beds, and there are plenty of squid around. The water's cleared up immensely from the last week as well, so that'll also help. If you're rock fishing, the platform's just behind me out here at Long Point. Boasts some great vantage points for those tasty drummer. Our young junior, Jackson Lee, he's been getting into them, catching a few nice drummer or rock blackfish at the moment, so be sure to give that a go. It's quite easy. You only need to throw some bread burley into a little wash zone, cut some conjervoi for bait or cooked prawn. They're not too fussy once they start feeding. They're great fun and they're fantastic eating. So while the weather's nice and calm, if you want to fish the rocks, maybe give that one a shot. So thanks to everyone who watches our fishing report, and well done to those lucky viewers that stayed tuned to the end of the report last week and scored themselves a $10 voucher for in-store. It's worth watching the reports right through, guys, because we do offer a few things up. So make sure you watch this one right to the end. We've got a great offer on hand coming to you. Oh wow, look at that seal chasing those salmon. He's herding them up. Heaps of action off the wharf, even if you want to chase those salmon, guys, rather than just, look at that there. Oh, that's unreal. That's so cool. I mean, you're still getting your salmon in the estuary and at Mitchie's and at Bar, but if you come out here on the wharf, it's a pretty good access point for all those salmon, not to mention maybe a few kingfish in the mix. So for those guys that don't mind getting their toes in the sand, Mitchie's and Fish Pans still fishing really well, plenty of salmon around. The top lake is also fishing really well. In fact, I have heard a little sneaky story about the top lake at the moment. I have been sworn to secrecy. But hey, this is a fishing report and I've got to bring you the fresh information. There are kingfish up there, guys. Go and get them.
Don't worry about them kingfish, Ando. Get into these blue swimmers.
Fantastic, Gads, to see a few blue swimmers still around. That's just unreal. The offshore has been hot to trot, guys. So let's check out to see what Leaf and I got up to earlier this week. Okay, guys, so the offshore fishing's actually red hot at the moment. Pardon the pun. Leaf and I found these snapper out off Leonard's Island this morning in between 30 and 40 metres of water. We were fishing with jigs, soft plastics and soft vibes, but we also were using bait. There's a few slimy mackerel out there as well, so we cut a few of those up for bait and got some results. I did hear of another angler just fishing further south of us around South Head, and he got some mowong and a mixed bag as well. So I'm tipping if you're anywhere in that zone, that 30 to 40 metre zone up and down the coast between Tartha and Eden, you're going to end up with a good catch of fish like this. Heading out offshore, there's been a bit of action out in the deep dropping. Mike Adams has been getting a few blue eye and so on, some gemfish as well. But there's a yellowfin comp coming up, mate.
There is a yellowfin comp. Yeah, the Canberra yellowfin comp's on this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I think it is. So definitely worth having a crack at that. I think there hasn't been heaps of yellowfin getting around. There's been plenty of bluefin, I think, down south, but a fair way south. It looks like that water is pushing up, and I was having a bit of a look at the charts this morning, and I reckon off Eden, probably today being Tuesday, would have been pretty good off Eden. So if that water keeps pushing up, who knows, hopefully by the time that comp's on Saturday, that water's right out off Bermagui and they have a really good comp.
Yeah. So make sure you check out that if you want to enter that. We'll put a phone number or a link or something.
Yeah, it's on their socials, I think, the Canberra yellowfin.
But anyway, offshore fishing's good, guys. So yeah, make sure you get the boat out over this weekend and get into it. So for those wanting to fish the beaches this weekend, plenty of tail around after dark, but gummy sharks off Terrace Beach. So if you're looking to hit the Highland Lakes this weekend for a trout, it's not a bad option. Rug up and get into it because there are plenty of rainbow trout around and they're willing to feed before they go on their spawn run. Worms, power baits off the bank, fantastic fun for all the kids and all the family. Plus there are a few browns around for those spin anglers and fly fishermen. And if you park yourself up in locations like Buckandera, Middling Bank on Yukonbean, that's where you'll fare really well, and maybe Calkite over in Jindabyne. Okay guys, so we want to get you out on the water this week, catching those fantastic salmon and kingfish up in the lake. We are going to offer you a tinny hire for 4 hours for $100. That is our weekly offer from Boss Outdoor. Jump on it. Thanks for that, mate. You have a great day.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, that's the fishing report for this week, guys. If you have any other questions, come into the store and ask us about the lures, the bait, and what's biting at the time, and we'll be more than happy to hook you up. And if you're enjoying our videos, make sure you like and subscribe.